kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the 4th quarter.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They run. Robinson stiff-armed him, fighting through. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run here with Robinson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 50, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Newton on 1st down. It's caught right side, Dixon. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Again, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And Dixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. Still on his feet. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Ryan. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Now 4th down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Now Newton on 1st down. And Dixon has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win at the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And Dixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star or veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. 3rd and 2, Newton completes it to Dixon. There he goes right side. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Come on now. Check. Do something. Switch. Set with it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level, and it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Stewart is the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The toss play, Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Switch. Do some.
They'll try the air now with Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And Dixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Ryan. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
This is Stewart again. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. This is Stewart. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he'll push. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check 20. Switch. Set. Do some. Check 15.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run. This is Stewart. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw for Newton. will be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Second and 10. Newton again. Man open left side is Brown. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the... ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley.
Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Out of the pistol, Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Jonathan Stewart, his 20th carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Stewart is the lone setback. Here's the option going right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Stewart. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on now. Check nickel.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. They begin the drive with Robinson, and he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This is Chris Pohl. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Safety's creeping. He's coming. Set. 180.
To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Third and long, it's Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. The rookie Deion Jones picked it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Ryan to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around a 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They keep it on the ground, again to Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So quite the turnaround in this one from a week ago. And in the meetings, I made a faux pas of asking, hey, did he tweak something last week? Because we thought he just didn't look the same, but he's fine.
And I was so glad you asked that question. I mean, you had to take the brunt of the whole thing, and, of course, I sold you out on it.
Took one for the team.
You knew I was there with you, right? It was a legitimate question, though, because last week, we didn't see what we're seeing today. The quickness to the hole, the ability to make cuts, the good vision. We didn't see any of that. He seemed a little bit sluggish in last week's game. Not so this week. Whatever the preparation was, it's working for him.
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Carolina first.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Second down following the run. Here's Newton now on second down. Caught left side by Funchess. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And Dixon with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Ryan throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. And that's caught by Tammy. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We got 4. We got 4. Sick guard. Check sick guard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that, and the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
9 yards to go. It's third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Newton going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Gun. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Look out! Push him back.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, you're right, the sync just wasn't there.
The running back, Kyrie Robinson, was the target. And now it's third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On third down, Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Now, they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that leads to a Carolina first down. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He is just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. On 4th down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And as our graphic shows, sort of back to his old form, you requested a meeting with a tight end coach this week. What came from that?
Yeah, that's not normal because normally we usually talk to the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. It's pretty simple stuff, but you're talking about a former tight end now coaching who's been to Pro Bowls and understood what it takes to get things done and get them done better. He's had bad games and had to bounce back. So I just asked him, what kind of advice did you give him? What do you do with him? He just said, I told him to relax. He's one of the best in the game. Let's go play. And it's worked out pretty well in this one.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Newton's going to throw it. It's caught by Funchess. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Newton throwing again. Funches has it complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, Tolbert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the red zone now, Newton. Caught left side by Funches. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing here, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Tammy with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A big offensive explosion.
Just a